everybody, this is Wuffums here with another Sims 4 house building video. Yeah, I said I was going to upload one of these last week and I didn't. So, yeah, the first house build I did, I used OBS as the capture software, and I'm on a laptop, and I learned that laptops hate OBS, or possibly OBS hates laptops. I don't know, but the relationship is basically not a good one. I tried to get it to capture gameplay and it just wouldn't. So now I'm stuck with like the basic in-game Sims 4 video capture, which, as you can see, is completely compressed. I will figure something out. By the way, if you do happen to know any good freeware laptop-based gaming capture software, hook me up, because that would seriously be awesome. Anyway, this house build is called Lavender Cottage, and if you'll remember last week, I did a house that was kind of intentionally crappy, or intentionally really, really tacky. And I thought, you know what, it's time to up the bar. This week, I'm doing something that is sort of my dream home, the house that I would want to live in. And as you can see, it's sort of, you know, your average suburban family home, spacious but not a massive mansion, because I think everybody says they want to live in a mansion, but do we really? Because either you're going to have to clean all those massive rooms yourself, or you're going to have to hire like an army of domestic staff to do it, and then your house would basically become like Downton Abbey, and like ain't nobody got time for that kind of drama. I'm serious. Like, yeah, this is kind of my dream house, and it's spacious but cozy enough to feel like a family home, is what I'm trying to say. The download link should be in the description. It's got 3 bedrooms, one converted into like an art studio, and you'll see there's like a massive, massive backyard with a massive, massive pool, which I would just spend all of my time in. I think I described the style of this house as like quaint contemporary, or contemporary quaint, or something like that, because like it's definitely a modern house in terms of its layout. Like there's a lot of flow through the common areas, and like there's a big combined kitchen dining area and all stuff like that, but it doesn't feel contemporary, if you know what I mean, because when I think of contemporary design, I think of like neutral colors and great big slabs of glass and like repurposed, reclaimed warehouses that have been cleverly utilized to look all like rectilinear and grown up. You know what I mean? But, well, this is my dream house, so definitely not grown up. It feels kind of more cheerful and homey and colourful, and like I do use quite a lot of colours through the build. And it slightly evokes a classical feeling in some ways, even though it's definitely not like a classical house. Like it's not Victorian or Georgian or Edwardian or anything like that. It is what it is, basically. Going around the front, and I'm sure you'll see that there's like just as many plants and flowers and stuff filling up spaces, because, you know, I just like me a nice green, lush, well filled out exterior space. I do. Well, I called it Lavender Cottage because I put lavender everywhere, because I like lavender. It's pretty and it smells nice. Well, I actually think that exterior weatherboard, like, that's lavender, isn't it? Like lavender blue lavender, something like that. It works. Lavender Cottage, it sounds nice, so I'm going with it. Moving on to the interiors now, and I am denied a lot. Not so much because I didn't know what I wanted, but because I had an image in my head of what I wanted. And when you're particular, like that can really slow you down, because you fine-tuning so much and you're changing your mind about 1,000,000 times. And I think also with a house that has brighter than usual colors in it, you have to be careful. Like you have to make sure it pops and everything goes together nicely, but it doesn't clash and it doesn't offend people's retinas. So yeah, there was a lot of toing and froing. Like in the front hall, I originally wanted a peach, which I couldn't find, and so I went with a paneling that I really hated, and then I thought, no, screw it, I'm just going to go with a peach that's close to what I wanted but not actually what I wanted, because otherwise you're just stuck in a stalemate, and you know, things have to get done, people. And like, I'm sure there'd be people who would make different choices. You know, they might not go for something quite as bright, and they're certainly entitled to do that. But you know what? It's my house. I get to choose. And I don't know, I just think we do need bright colours in our living spaces, because it does affect us psychologically. You know, like if you just live with grey brick and stuff like that, you just end up getting depressed and wanting to kill people, and that's not a good thing. So, you know, if bright colour can prevent homicide, I think it's doing its job. I think that's fair to say. I think I'm moving on to furnishing. Oh, no, the pool. Yeah, I don't know about you, but my dream house would have a massive pool in the backyard. It was like, in one of the houses that I lived in when I was growing up as a kid, we had a pool in the backyard, and if you've never had that, you have not lived. Like, just being able to come home from school and then, like, splash about like an idiot for hours on end until the sun went down. Like, that was so awesome. So definitely, I would be getting out there. I would be swimming, like, every afternoon, every evening. I don't know, is Australia, like, the only country where we have to have, like, fences around the pool? I don't know, is that a thing in other countries? If you know, let me know. I was there obviously adding more plants because, you know, I like a nice lush backyard. And I suppose it means, well, not in the Sims world, but at least in the real world, less lawn to mow. Although, to be fair, if you have a massive pool, you got that to take care of. So, you know, if you got a sizable house, I suppose you can't win them all. You got to take care of it somehow. Yeah, furnishing now, and oh god, that ugly paneling does go in the end. By the way, it's just front hallways. They're just kind of miscellaneous spaces, and kind of just trying to fill them up to make them look lived in, livable. That they're not just completely blank. Oh, here we go. The informal living room where I would be spending a lot of time, and I like that soft pink on the walls, especially because, like, yeah, the colors I choose for the seating, it's very mix and match in the end. Like, I got that goldenrod yellow, which I really like personally, going with the soft green. I think that's really nice, and not everybody might think the same way, but it works. And yeah, I wanted to do like a soft green, a bright yellow, and then like a deep blue, just because I think like those colors, there's contrast, but it's like a complementary contrast. It's not like putting like lime green with electric purple or anything like that, although I have seen that work in some situations, I must say. And yeah, filling it up with standard living room items, bit of a bar, bit of a stereo, bit of a pot plant. Not much more to say, just the communal casual space where people hang out and chill after work, and yeah. Oh, the kitchen. I've always wanted like a really big kitchen which like goes straight onto the dining area where like you can just chat with people as you're cooking, and like, you know, big windows out into the backyard. And I mean, that also the color in particular, like I really like the yellow with like deep terracotta, not that disgusting blue, by the way. Yeah, that gets changed. But I don't know, could you just imagine cooking dinner in this kitchen, and you're hanging out with your friends or your family members, and you're just chatting away. And oh, I don't know. This is definitely my dream kitchen. I think this is what I mean by like quaint contemporary, because you can see like it's a modern kitchen, it's a modern open kitchen, but it evokes like a rustic, quasi-Mediterranean sort of feeling, which I really, really love. Like just the brightness and the openness of it and everything. And I think I put like, yeah, pot plants in the corner. Like, how classic is that? Like, you got like a Tuscan country kitchen with pot plants in the corner, and oh god, that red, that's way too much. I think I played around with that red, and it's like with the yellow and the terracotta and the aqua, it's just like, ugh. Yeah, I went with the blue in the end. It's perfect balance of being cheerful without being retina destroying. A perfect balance. And the lamp is like Art Deco. It's very, very eclectic style I'm working with here, but I don't know. I'm going with what I like. Downstairs bathroom, not much to say. It's a John. I tried adding curtains and rugs and stuff, but nothing fit, so I thought, just leave it. It's a John. Doesn't really need anything else. The formal lounge room. It is not just for hanging out in. It is for entertaining and for being smart. There's like a massive library of books on the walls, and I love pianos. I love noodling around on pianos, and I think if I spent money on a grand piano, I would finally learn how to play properly. It's like, yeah, that's definitely on the bucket list in my dream house. I think from a Sims perspective, this is just like the skill building room, because, you got piano, you got card table, you got library of massive, massive bookshelves. And I like that there's like a little bay, quote unquote, bay window with an ottoman. I like doing that. It feels stylish. It's actually, I mean, especially with that lamp and the big formal drapes, it's a very Victorian feeling room. It's like you've got the Mediterranean rustic kitchen and the Victorian formal lounge, and sort of a contemporary informal lounge. You get eclectic and quaint contemporary. That is what this house is, indeed. And just jumping out the back again, doing a bit more on the landscaping, because yeah, like I would spend a lot of time outdoors, especially if the weather was sunny every day like it is in The Sims. It's kind of weird, like I am like a geeky, nerdy, computery sort of person, but I love being outside. Like, you know, whenever I'm finished binging on The Sims, like I want to go out, I want to go to a green space and feel the sun and lie down in the grass and go swimming and all that kind of thing, because I don't know, I'm a complex individual. This is how I do things. It's upstairs now. And actually, like, that little thing became like a nice little sitting nook. I imagine could be like a little reading nook. And just, again, playing around with colours. And I actually got quite a nice little thing going there. And again, I love these accent tables. I think they are gorgeous. And the fact that they're just in the base game. Like, we never had anything like that in The Sims 2. And I can't remember if we had anything like that in The Sims 3. Somebody will have to remind me. But, like, yeah, I love those accent tables. They're just so real. Oh, so this is my bedroom. And the way it ended up, it's got the soft pink on the walls that I really like, and then, like, really stark black with purple. It's like I can't make my mind up whether I want to be a goth or, like, a teeny bopper. Slightly embarrassing how desperately immature this room is, but again, that's just how I roll. It's like lots of little plush toy things because they're so cute, and like that's just the kind of room that I'd like to live in. See, like really sort of heavy colors with really light backdrop. I don't know if I'd change anything about the colors in this room, but it would definitely be livable for me, I gotta say. Like, I like the look of this room. I like those freaking rainbow hearts on the walls. Maybe it's tasteless. I don't care. It's my room. The second bedroom, and it's kind of got a bit of a parent's retreat feeling. It's got like little ottomans again in the bay window and a computer and everything, so you can hide away in here. And I think it looks quite smart because it's got like deep woods and that lovely mission furniture. And the color scheme is like a deep blue with a deep red. I don't know, I like that. It's mixing primaries, but just because the colours are there's so much depth to them, with that really soft aqua acting as like the neutrals, not intrusive at all. It just, to me, it just really pops. You know, there's a lightness, there's a depth, and it all works really beautifully. Oh yeah, I had to expand that communal bathroom because it looked a little bit cramped to be a communal bathroom. Just again, it's sort of nothing special about this. It's a place to wash, and it's, you know, blue because it's a bathroom. That was what was going through my head. Nothing special. Although I'm glad enough that it was big enough to add like all the little accents, the bathroom decorations, like the towel racks and stuff. I love those things. They add that level of realism. Oh, and this is my bathroom, and my bathroom has the massive ass jet-powered bathtub because, God, I love that object. Any excuse to use that object, because my idea of a good time is just sitting luxuriating in a big fancy bath until I turn into a prune. Just do not disturb. That is just my idea of a good time. Oh yeah, and this is the third bedroom, but what I've used it for is like an art studio, and if you download the house you could convert it back if you want, but yeah, it's just like a nice creative hideaway to be artsy and to splash paint around. It's like a computer in there if you want to write. I think I had like a bookshelf and a stereo, so it's like, you know, all in one, all-purpose artist's hideaway basically. Although I think the only problem with this house in terms of flow is that you can see that there's like a massive balcony out there. The only thing I could really add was like a big communal dining table designed for like 6 Sims. So like they're all going through this private space to a communal space. I think that's one thing that I would change. I don't know how I'd change it, but yeah, it's kind of awkward, but a lovely place to sit all the same with, you know, the glory of nature around you. I think I'm just doing the finishing touches now because I usually leave like outdoor lights and stuff to the end, and yes, here we go. We got the front view with the chimney. I added that in later, and you can see isometric view, but you can see the goths are next door. Hello. Back view with the lovely pool and the lovely balcony, all just nice and chill, and you can see all the lovely flowers and stuff down the side. I like that view. That's really nice. Oh my God, the paneling's still there. I swear to God, I'm going to change that before I upload it. Here we go. We got the informal living room, more of the informal living room with its lovely greens and blues and goldenrod yellows. The formal lounge where one does not relax, one entertains and is smart. I like those drapes. I really like those kind of silvery, greeny brown drapes, and very unimpressive toilet, but functional all the same. That lovely Mediterranean style kitchen. More of the kitchen from the cook's point of view now. Yeah, I like the purple. I like how the blue and the purple are kind of picked up in the painting. My room with mess on the floor, because it would have mess on the floor. More of my room with mess and with rainbow hearts, because I love me some rainbow hearts. The parents' hideaway / second bedroom. And the bathroom, and it's blue and it doesn't match. I think I might change that as well. My bathroom with a big massive tub, the art studio, and I like the lemon with the dark scarlet. Again, it's like light and dark, but it's really, really nice. Yeah, I like how it pops. And who wouldn't love to sit out there just with the sun and the trees, just relaxing? That'd be perfect, would it not? Seriously. And one last view of the backyard with the esky and the barbecue, as is appropriate. And I think that's the end of the screenshots. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like or subscribe if you enjoyed it. And hopefully I'll see you next week with another house build. Hope you have a lovely day, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.